say that God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my passions. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face. Now it's like work for 10K.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. It's the battle for New York, or New Jersey for that matter. The Giants and Jets are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now hold everything, because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Timberland. In motion, Slayton.
Here we go.
Throwing, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Oh, good agility by Cobb. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. You talk about this Giant defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now Rodgers. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now it's Rodgers. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Give him the completion. No gain. But let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To the right and complete to Golladay. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Get 300. Get 300. Jump out.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Half 88, half 88, half 88.
To throw on second down, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, and focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Carlos Basham. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Giants at 1-6 now. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
South salad, south salad.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the 1st half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the 1st half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Timberland.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. 3rd and 4.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rodgers now to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Going to look deep for Wilson. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. Jones on 1st down. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's Barkley on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They'll run wide side here with Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the
touchdown Giants! Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Giants 17, Jets nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And he fields it cleanly. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley muscles him off.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
North salad, north salad. Bama, Bama, Bama.
In motion, Slayton.
Biggie, 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 Biggie. Great, 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 great.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Flush to his right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Oh, what a move. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 19-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jets 7.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. How about this? Dalvin Cook. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Jets 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Why shift to Crude? Crude. Ladybug.
Operating from the gun. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Harris Campbell, 72 yards. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin, and he'll be taken down right there at the 38. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Rodgers on target there to Lazard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain of 4.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That's caught by Galladay. Touchdown, Jets. Kenny Galladay, 34 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Jets, 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Saquon Barkley running right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer
but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Musling free near the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Touchdown! Allen Lazard from 8 yards out. And the Jets get a bit closer. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Giants 38, Jets 28.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
Up the middle with Barkley. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it should...
Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all of this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gonna stop till my net worth millions. Going to school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change them quick, they signed up. Trying to hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry.
Yeah, alright, I got him. Instead, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and tees like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell them pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballo's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Meeny, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them rap, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock, now my life son.